Hello, everybody, this is Kyrix with more blah, 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 blah. This week in Kyrix. I had no idea what I was saying there. It is Wednesday, August 1st of 2017, so let's dive in. So, I had some Pokemon today, and I had some fun. Took us a while due to one of the players' games being complete, but I wanted to set up a multi-battle, because I wanted to try a system that I had set up, and it worked beautifully. What did I do, you ask? Well, I had been experimenting with something. As you may know, I run this really nasty, statted up Espeon build. And I also have a Drifblim that I stole from Burles, and I have an Eevee that I just ran for the hell of it. So I decided to combine the three, and I'm like, okay, we did multi-battles last week. I went in, grabbed the one guy, I'm like, okay, I need you to do something. I need you to get one of your Greninjas and teach it Map Block. He's like, why? I'm like, we're going to do a multi-battle and we're going to whoop ass. And I showed him the whole strategy of how it would play out while we waited for, you know, an opponent to open up. And I want to point out, I got there, let's say 4:05. We didn't start till like 5:35 for various reasons. That's not to say that the whole day was wasted. There were numerous single battles all around. It was a lot of fun. But we start the battle, I tell him, okay, remember, open with Greninja. So he opens with Greninja. I told him, remember your opening? He's like, yeah. What does he do? Extra sensory. I'm sitting there like, oh no. Fortunately for me, the battle actually goes off without a hitch. Because one of the players was playing Pyukumuku, and the other one was playing, I want to say Primate? Though it might have been Zoroark, because he liked to do that trick, where he had his Zoroark disguised as Primate, you know. And he, his opening move for the Primate was Dig. So, my opening move was, you know, Extreme Evo Boost on the Eevee. The idea was, open up with Map Block. He would set the Map Block up, you know, we would be completely unharmed. As it was, he got toxic by the Pyukumuku. No big deal. So my opening move, you know, Eevee's got all 5 stats up 2 levels. So that's completely according to plan. Then I swap out Baton Pass into Drifblim. And that pisses off my particular opponent because he had dug and he was going to nail the Eevee. Well, now he's digging at something that flies. So that goes exactly as well as you think it does, which is to say not at all. I'll try to have garlic this time. I was wondering what these were. But, so yeah. Drifblim then proceeds to minimize 3 times. And then stockpile twice. And it's only around the 3rd minimize when they start to realize, because at this point, they've been double teaming my partner. First they took out the Greninja, and he sent out his Drifblim while mine was out, which led to the great line, I'll attack the Drifblim. And all 3 of us just looked at him and said, which one? And he looked at us like we were idiots and then realized, oh yeah, they're both Drifblims. But he meant my partner's Drifblim because his wasn't named and mine was. He meant Drifblim specifically. But, God, I'm like, dude, you're never living that down. I'll attack the Drifblim. Which one? It's a valid question. So, anyway, it's about this point when they realize, oh fuck, we gotta do something about that second Drifblim. He's tanking up for something. And the other guy realizes, he's like, dude, he's gonna Baton Pass that thing. And they're like, yeah, he's gonna Baton Pass it. My partner's like, yeah, he's definitely gonna Baton Pass it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna Baton Pass it. Because we know, I've shown him my team. He knew what was coming next. And so did I, obviously, because it was my build. But other 2, they know something bad is gonna happen, but they don't know how bad. So he pulls out, the guy with facing off against my partner pulls out Pyukumuku, tosses in Celesteela, at which point I crack up. I'm like, that's really kind of funny. Because he's like, what? You're sending out a Celesteela? I'm like, no. And then as I'm Baton Passing, because when you Baton Pass, yours comes back and then you pick from your list. I Baton Pass, mine's out, and I'm like, Celesteela meet Celestia. That is Celestia, the name of my Espeon. Upon hearing that name, the other guy, the one facing off against me, because they're literally facing us when they're doing this. They're sitting face to face from us. He just groans, because he's fought Celestia. He's seen her in action. He knows how she fights. She fights using stored power, which buffs itself for every stat buff you have. And I just got fucking 10 buffs from the Eevee, 6 from the frickin' Minimize, so I just got fucking 20 stat buffs. So this is a fucking 400 power move right now, you know, if it even goes that high. The reason I paused there is I'm like, do I even have a Dandelion? I probably do. But I'm sitting here, he's groaning because he knows what's coming. Sure enough, Celestia hits the field and I proceed to fucking nuke everything on their team. Is the Dandelion? I can never remember. That's a Daffodil. Okay, Dandelion is the other one. I always get those mixed up. I shouldn't, but I do. Get 6 more of these, just for the fuck of it. Actually, how many more can I afford? No, we're gonna get 50 of these things. Let's get 10 gold bars and get a bunch more friggin' things, sprinklers, so that I don't have to do as much work. Because that's kind of the whole point of this build. But yeah, he just fucking groans because he's fought Celestia. He knows what's coming up. And like I said, Celestia... By the way, by the time Celestia hit the field, I was alone. Because my partner's last Pokemon Spiritomb got dropped finally. Because he managed to do the whole... Or no, I don't remember if he did. I don't remember if he got the baton pass off successfully or not. But he tried. And it... But yeah, it was just basically... them versus Celestia, and not to get snarky or anything, but they never had a fucking chance against her. She was too powerful. She was so utterly beyond what they were capable of handling, it's not even funny. Except that it totally was. So yeah, it was just a magical situation. They just had nothing for it. You know, I just had them just dead to rights, and there was nothing they could do, and it was beautiful, and I fucking love it. I still love it. It was fantastic. It was great. It was everything that you play Pokemon to do, I did. Sadly, I didn't get to save that video, because we had to move to the lobby of the library at that point. We moved too far away from the other guy, and it severed the thing, so... But even my opponent's like, yeah, there was literally nothing I could do. Because the one thing he could have done was have Pyukumuku hold out. But I even checked. Pyukumuku at full health didn't have enough to kill me, because Pyukumuku has this ability called Innards Out. And what Innards Out does is when you kill a Pyukumuku, however many hit points it had, it will deal to you directly. So I specifically spun his 3DS around and looked at his hit points. Even at max hit points, he didn't have enough to drop me. So yeah, and then he made the mistake of toxicking me. Well, he said he did it on purpose, and he might have. Celestia has Magic Bounce, which says if you try to toxic her or do something stupid like that, she just sends it right back in your face. And that's exactly what she did. You know, she just like, yeah, this belongs to you, orc. So yeah, he was a little bit down before I got to do the final death blow, but it was amazing. I'm gonna try and get a couple new Pokemon on the roster this week, because I try and show up with new shit every week, whether it's full-on new stuff or just a couple tweaks to an old team. You know, I always try and break something new out. What really sucks is I had the Reggies. That is the elemental golems, basically. And the Reggies are kind of cool. They're not perfect. I've never really liked them much, but they do have potential as really tank machines, you know? But the problem I'm running into with them is I have a specific build for them, of course. And I caught them all, and I was in such a hurry to get them over to Sun and Moon that I never bothered to check if they could learn their moves in Sun and Moon. Turns out, no, they can't. They can only learn the moves I want them to learn in Alpha and Omega, because of move tutors. Once they cross over to Sun and Moon, they cannot move back. So I'm stuck with these semi-useless Reggies now. Which means I now have to get them in Pokemon Omega Ruby again. And then I have to catch them, and then move tutor them, and all this other fun shit again. And it's gonna be exactly as much fun as you think it is. Yeah, it sucks a lot of Squirrel Dick, is what it does. And it's my own fault, really, for not paying attention. But, you know, you can't win them all. Time you to get your ass whooped. This was one of those times. So, yeah, this is just gonna be fantastic. It's gonna have all these goodies just boom, just everywhere, man. Before long, I won't have to do any work in the field at all. It's just gonna come out here, grab my shit, and go. Should I check the weather for tomorrow? Partially cloudy. You know what, we'll just go to sleep and do more ores tomorrow and shit. That's what I do. That's how I roll. I am gonna need to go get some more quartz pretty soon, though. That's not that big a deal. Quartz is easy to come by, so is silver. It's not a huge ordeal. Something I can do quite readily, in fact. Meow. Kitty. See, the thing that's really slowing me down is the gold. And even then, that's only going to hold me for so long. Because as soon as my harvests come in, I just replace them with new crops, and then I go buy more gold. You know? I think by the time I get into summer, this field will be completely sprinklerized. So that everything's just good to go. I might even, to save money, depending on how quickly I get coffees to come up, just replace, maybe not this batch, but the batch after this batch with just coffee beans. Just because those will hold forever, they'll go into summer, and then I just plant blueberries to my heart's content. You know? Just uproot all the goodies, put blueberries down, go to town on it. And the coffee will provide me with basically free money. And if I really want to save money, which I don't in this case, I could just skip the blueberries in summer and just stick with, that reminds me, with, come on, Kyrix, you use your words, with, the coffee beans, which I don't want to do because it's something stupid people would do. Only the truly foolish would only plant coffee. But no, the thing with the coffee is, yeah, the coffee comes in rapidly, and it's effectively free. All you need is one coffee bean to start your fucking plantation. Because the thing you harvest is the thing you plant, you know? And it's worth a decent amount of money considering there's almost no investment. I mean, yeah, that first bean will run you like $200 to $500. I don't remember how much it costs, but it'll run you a lot. But it doesn't matter, because every bean thereafter is free, as long as you hold on to one. That one bean is all you need to restart everything. mean, in no time whatsoever, I could just have my fucking coffee empire. Just doing what I do, you know? I do think it's funny, I accidentally took that job and then managed to find the dandelion I needed. That was cool. So yeah, that was Pokemon for the day. I had fun. I didn't win all the battles, but I won enough. Which really, when you get right down to it, when you win enough battles, you win enough battles. I love saying shit that makes no sense. Because everyone's like, dude, that makes no sense. I'm like, what, you expected it to? Have you forgotten who you're speaking to, sir? This is me. I don't make sense as a matter of just habit. I do it for fun. I purposely don't make sense. Just to piss people off. Like, dude, that makes no sense. Yes, that's how you know I've succeeded. If only I know what I'm talking about, I won. You can't refute me because you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I've got a couple things I want to do. I wanna redo the Reggies, but that's gonna take a couple weeks. I've got a particularly nasty trick I want to get planned, but I really need Pokemon Moon to pull it off properly. Because it's gonna require some double battles, and I think I've exhausted all the ones on my Sun game. It's also going to involve some breeding and some really specific team-ups. But I think I can manage it. Alright, let's get some fucking quartzes. Oh, that's right, I have a sword now. A good one, I mean. I mean, I had swords. Now I've got a good sword. Oh, shit! I didn't think it was that good. I was wrong. It is that good. Sword, sword, sword. Okay, let's get some iron ore. I was actually thinking of buying some. I'm like, dude, no, it's easy to get in the mines, and I forgot how easy it is to get. Turns out it's this easy to get. What I needed. Gold ore would be nice, but what I really need right now is quartz, because I can buy gold. I cannot necessarily buy quartz. Unless that's in an update somewhere, and if it is, I don't know where. Look at these little things. They're cute, and mostly harmless. I mean, they can fuck you up for sure, but then again, so can lots of them. Soaking green slimes if you let them. Hi, little bat. I'm gonna stab the fuck out of you with my sword. Let's eat a pizza. I could go for a pizza. I have the money for a pizza, but I'm not gonna waste it on it. Because I don't have a lot of money to get me through the month, and I still don't have a job as of yet. I'm looking for a job. I'm hoping. I'm holding out. There is the possibility that I could have something via the roommate in September. Because I have incentivized the roommate. I'm like, dude, I will pay significantly more rent than I normally would pay if you can hook me up with a job. Because me getting them myself doesn't seem to be happening. But I'm like, if you can personally guarantee me a job, you know, and consider my rent raised, I will raise it myself, you know? So hopefully that will incentivize him to help me get employment. But we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. We'll see if anything comes of it. But in a couple days, I'll be able to afford food, so that'll be a thing. Okay, there's that. Let's get over here. Maybe find some more quartz or some goodies of other kinds. Lots of goodies here. It's not what I'm looking for. really stand to go for some quartz right now. I don't have nearly enough to do what I need to do. Oh look, it's my friend the ghosts. Oh look, it's my friend the ghost that doesn't take forever to kill anymore, because I have a decent weapon. But yeah, every quartz, every gold, every silver that I find takes me that much closer to getting more work done with less actual work. Which gives me time to actually get somewhere in the mines and get other shit done. Which is kind of the point, you know? Automizing your farm is a very big deal in games like this. Oops. Yeah, aside from that, I haven't been doing much. I finally got back to the 4-job fiesta. I haven't gotten as much done as I should, but I have at least started uploading episodes again, which means that I'm on the mend. And I have been doing lots of stuff involving audiobooks, so that's a thing. Oh, there's some quartz. There's some more quartz. Some morts, if you will. Wish I had one of those crystal factory things right about now. I grow quartz in it and save myself a lot of trouble. That's usually what I use them for, at least at first. To grow all the quartz that I need. How much quartz do I need? A lot, as you can see. Quartz is a key ingredient in labor-saving devices, like sprinkler systems. Which I think I can actually buy somewhere, but damned if I can remember where. Maybe I'm thinking of the iridium ones, which I know I can buy. Alright, we'll go one more elevator down. Which is to say 2 more floors. Once I get to floor 70, we're going back up, regardless of what kind of wall I have. Though hopefully I will be significantly thicker in the quartz department. Because that'd be cool. Oh, there's some quartz right there. Does that bring me up to 6? Ooh, that's a good amount. I could probably leave now and be fine. But I kind of want to get to the next elevator because the treasure below this will be even better, and I can just come back to that right away. You know? That's kind of the whole point of checkpoints, really. Coal. Hook up that coal. Just go down. I like the infestation floors, because those just kill everything and the stairway appears. Nope. Ghosts are the bane of my existence. Like a week ago. Or however recently I was down here last. Now, they're nothing to me. So many bats. Too many bats. All the bats. I actually like bats. Bats are cute. Little sweethearts. Bats. If it weren't for the fact that they do horribly in captivity and I'm reasonably certain the cats would try to eat them, I would love a pet bat. And I buy crickets or moths or whatever for the bats. Roam the house, do awesome shit. Bats are cuties. And if you disagree, you're simply wrong. If you don't think bats are cute, you're wrong and there's something wrong with you. Bats are just little darlings. Little cuddle mice. Flying cuddle mice. Even the ugly ones are still kind of cute. Alright, let's get the silver, get quartz. My quartz. I get the fish! Where the fuck did I get a fish from? Why do I have a fish? Okay, I possess a fish that I didn't have when I woke up this morning, I guess. Fucking ghost fish. One of the things I killed apparently was holding a fish for reasons unbeknownst to me. Alright then. Can I get a rain day, please? Oh, I can get a rain day. Nice. You remember that comment about me just planting coffee or some shit like that? I'm gonna get a run at that a lot sooner than I thought. These things are so good at what they do. Best part, as long as I don't fuck up the timing, I'll have a very accurate count of exactly how many seeds I need to do this again. Oh, there's the coffee starting up. $212. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And the cat went missing. Of course he did. There you are. Come here, you little shit. Meow. Get to that in a little bit. This is gonna be great. In no time at all, I will have everything I need. It'll be awesome. Everything we planted, everything we watered all the time. It'll be fucking awesome. spend all the time I need in the mines tomorrow if I want to. Don't get me wrong, I still need lots of materials to get everything in place properly, but that's what tomorrow is for. Let's see, how many of these do I still need? Oops. Still need a lot. Not an insurmountable amount, but a lot nonetheless. It's like I need 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Looks like I need 16 total. 16 and done. Which means I'm getting a grand total of a lot of these. A lot more gold, but not, again, not an insurmountable quantity of gold. I can easily get the amount I need by next week, if nothing else. Fuck, the garlic will come in by then. And let's face facts, this is a lot of garlic. I do not have an extra herring. Who has an extra herring? How does that come about? Perfect. That's how many I need, actually. That's exactly how many I need. Over the next couple of days, I will continue to harvest the coffee. Now, let's see. Get as much gold, hopefully, as I need. If not as much as I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 it is. Damn. 6. 6 will do. 6 will have to do, really. Well, if nothing else, 6 is another row, you know? 6 is a whole other chunk of these things that still needs to be placed. Do I even... yeah, I have enough quartz. Just barely enough silver. Although I don't think I have enough silver bars for that. Let's do 2 of these, and the rest are silver, I guess. So yeah, I got to watch Proton John do that whole motion control screen or motion capture, whatever it is, the motion controller stream, which was kind of fun. Showed off the Power Glove and all that. Learned a lot about the Power Glove. I never realized what all the buttons on it did, like you had to program the controls and shit. I never realized there were sensors for it. I figured that was just shit in the controller itself. I kind of wish they'd re-release the Power Glove with all the updates we've had in motion control technology since. Because I think that could be pretty impressive, honestly. Ah, there it is. What are you doing in there, kitty cat? What are you doing over there, kitty cat? He's dazed. Well, I can use that. Don't think I need a ghost fish for anything. I think I've actually used my ghost fish thing. For lack of a better term. Yep, I've used my ghost fish. Okay. Into the bin you go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up these top ones, because I've got enough gold to do. Let's do the top ones now, I guess. Got enough gold and silver on me to do the top ones now. And then do this row here next, because I've got enough silver to pull that off. And I need another quartz. Fuck. I'll go and get at least one more quartz. I need 6 more quartz, or 7 more quartz total. And then I can finish off this project. And then I need, I think, 30 more gold nuggets. Which I can handle that next garlic harvest, you know. And honestly, tomorrow will probably see me getting the bulk of the quartz I need. Well shit, there's the one I needed. Right there. Fuck it, let's go. Just done. One and done, bitch. That's all I really needed. I mean, I want more, but I don't need more. Not really. Shit, I didn't even need the one. I had the 2. Or no! That's what it is. I picked up 2. I forgot I pick up 2 of a lot of things now. Shit, that saved me more time than I thought it did. Nice. So I'm gonna pop these last 4 golds into the oven, as it were. Then hit the sack and wake up to them. Then do the rest of the silver and shit. It'll be raining tomorrow, so all of that will be out of the way. Yup, there we go, perfect. Perfect. Perfectly awesome. Kitty. Ink Festival. That's nice, I guess. That'll actually hold up the next thingies. Just need 5 more quartz, a lot more silver, which I'm not too concerned with the silver. Silver will come. Silver will happen just by virtue of existing. You know, that's not that big a deal. Quartz, easy to come by, especially with me picking them up possibly 2 at a time. Is that ready? That's not ready. So yeah, spring just got stupid easy for me, and it's gonna get stupider and easier before it gets harder, really. Alright, lady, you got anything good for me? Probably not. Radish, no. Daffodil, no. No. Perch! Fuck it, I'll go with the perch. Pretty sure perch isn't a fish tank fish, but I'll sell it just to get it on the list. Stop. Carp. Okay. Yeah, perch is just a thing. Kinda want that rare seed, but not badly enough to fuck with it. Grab some miscellaneous stuff over here on the beach, because it's free and it's easy to gather and all that other fun stuff. Really sums it up, to be perfectly honest. Coral. Don't know what coral and sea urchins are doing this far up on the beach, but then again, I don't live on the beach, so I don't know. Maybe that's a normal thing. For all I know, it really is a normal thing. I just don't care. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered with it. It's really good that I have all this stuff just plotted out, so I don't have to do a lot of work. Especially since I ran out of shit to talk about really early on this episode. This. No. Nice. Alrighty, it's just a little bit of stuff left. Yep. And yep. Okay. See, there's 4 in there, so I need 10 more silver ore, 5 more quartz, and then I just need to get a hold of some gold, and then I'm ready. Of course, in the meantime, I can just probably on one watering can do the rest of the stuff that needs done. So yeah, after this, I've got to do a little more Final Fantasy VII stuff. 7. Fuck. I'm sorry, 5. I don't have access to 7. Not sure I'd play it if it did. Certainly not when I've got so many other things that need doing. Don't worry, one of these days I'm sure I'll get around to Final Sci-Fi 1 and 2. Just not if I have to spend money to do it, that's all. I mean, hey, if someone wants to donate the money, and when I say spend money, I mean spend my money. If someone wants to donate the money to get it on PlayStation Plus, or if my friend wants to find his copy and loan it to me, that's the actual PlayStation versions of it, then I will gladly borrow them or purchase them with someone else's money and do them on my channel. I will. I may not like it, but I'll do it. And like I've said, maybe I've been unfair to the game. Maybe the years have been kind to the game. Maybe it's not as horrible as I remember, but I don't think that's the case. I think that I was entirely fair in my judgment. The game just sucks all of the ass. Both games. I really call them one game because I don't see a lot of difference between them. I will say one thing, back in its day, 8 was so pretty. Of course, back in its day, I really identified with the character of 8, and that kind of upsets me now. Like, wow, he's cool. No, he's a fucking personality-less husk of a human being. Actually, I don't think I identified him with him so much as I thought that I vaguely looked like him, which I don't know where I got that idea from. Meh. But either way, it's not a fair comparison. It really isn't, you know. I've said flat out that Squad, which is what I call them both, Cloud and Squall, because I consider them to be one fucking person. I consider them to be the worst Final Fantasy protagonist there's ever been. And yes, that includes Final Fantasy I, where the protagonist had literally no personality to me. Squall had a fucking anti-personality, where he literally had such a lack of personality that it sucked personality out of the characters who actually had them. You ended up with a net negative of personality because of him. And again, it's been a long time. It's been decades since I really sat through that. The closest I came to sitting through those games again was watching Super Genius play 8 blind. And I only got to, like, the train, as far as that goes. And while I've never actually seen or beaten the game myself, but I've seen it beaten, and I'm not really that impressed. It's just all the characters in 8 that I'm supposed to like, I can't fucking stand. And I consider that a huge failing game design. You're supposed to identify with Squall, but I'm sorry, he's a whiny sack of shit, and I don't like him. Or at least, that's what my memory of him was. You're supposed to like Renoa. I don't. I considered her very boring, and I considered her the least attractive Final Fantasy girl. Period. You know? She was certainly the least attractive girl in the game. She kinda came in dead last to everyone else. It doesn't do it for me. No. I was actually in Star's Discord a little bit ago before I hopped on here, and one of the guys was talking about how one of the Tales games was like, they tried to experiment, but it just didn't work. I'm like, yeah, you just summed up Final Sci-Fi 2 in a nutshell. They experimented and it didn't fucking work. And my response was, hey, you know how everyone loves chocobos? Fuck them, let them drive rental cars. Yeah, because I'm sorry, no. Rental cars seemed really cool for about 5 seconds until I stopped to consider what that meant in Final Fantasy. And then the fact that chocobos were just nothing in that game, I'm sorry, it just doesn't do it for me at all. Dodging bones. Anything over here that's fun? No. Okay. Just gonna leave then. Actually, I think I can leave now. We'll go one more floor, because that's all I've got left, really, to deal with. Better not be pooping in that box, Winky. Better be you playing in that box. Your litter box is clean, I don't want to fucking hear it. Omni-Geode. Those are useful. I'm not gonna lie, in one of my saves, Omni-Geodes are how I got all the iridium that I needed. I almost said Mistral. Yeah, it's only got Mistral. I know that's a different farm game, but it's a farm game, so it's gotta be the same, right? Boots in the trash can, where they go. So yeah, back to being well on my way to having all the things I need, because now I just need 30 more nuggets. Which, nuggets are expensive, but not impossible to come by. I give it by the end of the week. That is to say, by next Friday, I'll probably have what I need. The garlic harvest, if nothing else. Really? Really, are you fucking kidding me? I've been sitting on all this quartz this whole time and never realized it. That just pisses me off, to be perfectly honest with you. No. Wow, that fucking angers me, that I've been sitting on that much quartz this whole time and never realized it. Sell some stuff. Do I have anything I want to sell? Not really. Anything worth selling anyway. I don't know what I hate worse, the slingshots themselves or the fact that I can't get rid of them. I never use them. They're not worth the effort to me. Oh, I forgot I have this charcoal maker, that's cool. And that's that. Good night, everybody. Ooh, flex my fingers. Feels much better. Alright. And I will see you all next week. Bye-bye, everybody.